we have tremendous things happening. Tremendous, some of them negative, some of them positive. But it really is, in fact, that's my whole thing I'm going to talk about is the revolution in journalism. But like all revolutions, people get hurt in some revolutions. Some things are bad about revolutions. Not all things are good. But the one thing I think that, and revolutions tend to come back and forth, and pendulums tend to swing and all that sort of thing. But the one thing I feel very strongly about, and I can prove it up to a point, anecdotally and with some survey stuff, that the pendulum is swinging back our way. Our being the straight news reporting way. There have been a lot of folks who panicked, understandably. Newspaper circulations are down, nightly news ratings are down, oh my God, everybody's watching the news or getting their news on a pink iPod with their name on it, or the blog, call-in shows, and everybody's in a state of panic. And oh, they're getting their news on Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, you know, whatever. You've heard the screams as well as I have, and they're all in the all through the business. But the bottom line is this: you watch or listen to a late night comedian tell a story based on the news. Nobody's going to laugh if they don't already know what happened. Jon Stewart makes up a story, a made-up news story. Nobody's going to get it if they don't already know the news. The shouters who go and shout on cable television or their favorite radio shout show, they're not going to get it if they don't already know what happened. We're in the already what happened business very strongly, and that business is coming back. Here's what happened when the panic set in, and you all know it as well as I do. Some people said, oh my God, we got to start entertaining people in our news. Oh my God, we've got to start, making them cry, making them laugh, all that sort of stuff. I tell people all the time, I'm going to tell them again tomorrow night, you want to be entertaining, you go to the goddamn circus. What's the news hour? We may do a story. We may do a story that'll make you cry. We may do a story that'll make you laugh. But that is not the purpose of our journalism. But everybody needs somebody to trust, to go through all this stuff. The blogging, the shouting, the commentating, the jokes, and sort through it for them. Most people work for a living. There's an outfit called Unity 2008. Some of you have heard of it. It's an effort. Jerry Rafshoon, who's a Democrat, and Doug Bailey, who's a Republican, started this to try to maybe facilitate the selection of a third-party presidential candidate, an independent candidate. And they've got 10, 12, 15,000 people who are now signed up to participate in this. Well, every once in a while they run surveys of folks, just ask them questions, And a couple of months ago, they asked them, they gave them the names of 30 television anchor people. And the question was, rate them in terms of the ones you trust the most. I was tied for #1 with Jon Stewart. I don't know if that's good news or bad news. I'm just giving you the news. I have been given the independence to practice journalism the way I want to practice it for the last 32 years at the News Hour. So there's no PBS over my shoulder, there are no underwriters over my shoulder, so our mistakes are our own. And even with that, we still make mistakes every day. Because the story, you go on the air at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, and by the time you even get to the office the next day, there was something wrong in the story. I don't mean wrong. I don't mean because somebody maliciously did something or whatever. It's just the nature of the business. It changes every day. It changes. Daily journalism is the business of reporting the changes. It isn't a business of reporting necessarily the truth. The truth will come out maybe 100 years from now, or maybe never. It's the business of saying, stopping, as McNeil used to say, stopping the stream, grab something for a while, make the best of it you can, and put it in your newspaper or put it on your newscast. Those and all the other experiences I had, those first 10, 12 years I was in the newspaper business, I learned humility. Humility of the practice of journalism that I have never, ever forgotten. Somebody, spare me the people who say, I've got this story and I stand by it. oh, go away, I don't want you working with me. I don't want everything to do with you.